Hello, today I want to speak about old Fishy Sunak, the imposter of a Prime Minister in this country, and his latest claims on Rwanda. The spiel that's coming out of his mouth smells as bad as rotten fish guts that's been lying there for 6 weeks. About this Rwanda carry on. Up to now, this country has paid £250 million to Rwanda, and not one person has left. It's not going to happen. It's basically political shit chat coming out of his mouth because of the upcoming election. And the silent majority now waking up about this immigration carry on. Like I say, £250 million, and what the government's not telling you, we've got to bring people from Rwanda over here as part of this. We paying them to bring their problem people to this country. And like I say, there'll be 3 or 4, maybe 5 plane loads of them come here before we get one of these parasites out of this country. When I speak about parasites, I'm speaking about these young men of fighting age, not genuine refugees, and not women and children. Nothing's going to happen. We've paid France millions upon millions upon millions of pounds to stop these parasites coming across. I've said in the previous video, if 5 million refugees, these young men, parasites, turn up in France over the next 5 to 10 years, every single one of them will end up in this country one way or another. So basically, we paying the French government millions of pounds a year, and in my opinion, they're 100% aiding these people to cross the channel. It's that simple. The moment they sail into British waters, they should be turned back. That's how I see it. But like I say, Sunak, yeah, he's got balls the size of Marifat peas. This government will go down as the worst in history until the next government gets in, Labour. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled of it. I would like to know how many of these parasites that's come across are still in hotels, or have been put into private housing or council housing. How is the next 2 generations of British people going to get houses? How are they going to get on the housing list? How are they going to get a mortgage? It's just not going to be feasible. It's got to stop. And I don't care who comes in or when they come in. It's no good saying stop the boats. All these people, these parasites that's up in hotels, they have got to be sent back. And the simple solution is send them back to France. Don't give them a penny. Do not give them a pot to piss in, and start looking after your own people. It's cultural suicide, what's happened in this country. I'm sick to the back teeth of hearing about diversity and blah, blah, blah. To me, in my opinion, diversity is a word that means racism towards white people. There's not one benefit for white people in diversity. It's all aimed at ethnic minorities, gay people, LGBT. It's not me having a go at them. This is just the facts. If you're British and you're working class and you're white, diversity is, to me, it's an apartheid that's being put upon us. Me personally, I was someone, it sounds far-fetched, but I'd have a queue from John O'Groats to Land's End for a boat to go into the channel, pick some of these parasites up and take them back to France. Not harm them, not hurt them, take them back to France. That's the only way it'll stop if someone from the British working class in this country does something like this, because this government and the next government are not going to do it. We've had pregnant lady stabbed in Wales this week. Nothing in the papers about it, nothing in the press. Allegedly, it's a Romanian immigrant. You've just had a Muslim man sentenced to 20 years for attempted murder on 2 police officers. We've got the trial of the triple murder in Nottingham of the 2 young students and the school caretaker. And this parasite, coward of a man, who was well known to the police with violent records, is now playing the mental health card. Pleading not guilty to murder. This is what you're up against with the left-wing lunatics in this country. Don't be surprised if he gets a manslaughter charge and ends up in hospital for 8 years before he's out. But if it's any attacks, and any attack on a minority in this country, if you're working class, white British, you're starting 15 years. That's how I see it. I'm going to leave you with that, people. Someone's got to give. And like I say, if you've liked it all, well and good. If you haven't, I'm not really bothered. And like I say, my opinion is the word diversity is racism against white working class people. There's no benefits in diversity for white working class people in this country. It's just another race card for the minority and the left-wing lunatics. Nazi party, that's my opinion, I'm entitled of it. See you in a bit.